Hey everyone, I'm Justin. Welcome to my channel, Justin Hits the Trail. In a few short weeks, I'm going to be out on the John Muir Trail, and today I wanted to go over my food and resupply strategy with you, so stick around and then we'll dig in. Get it? So right off the bat, I know the lighting isn't ideal right now, but literally every weekend that I'd be able to be in here doing this with good lighting, I'm just busy up until the trail. So I'm gonna work with what I got. Speaking of which too, I don't have a big fancy table in the house or a big island, so I'm using my scuffed up, dirty folding table that I use for car camping. So work with what we got, right? But in front of me, I have the first 5 days of food that I'm going to be using from when I start up till the Mount Williamson Motel, where I'm going to pick up the first resupply. So let's just dig in. So this table full of food is going to be for the first 5 days on the trail. Should be enough to get me to the Mount Williamson Motel, and that's where I'm going to be dropping off a resupply box with some more food in it. So for breakfast, I don't like to cook when I'm out backpacking for breakfast. I don't mind firing up the stove to make coffee, so I'm going to be starting every day with 2 packets of instant coffee, and this Waka coffee from Amazon has become my go-to. This is delicious. So I got a couple of these granolas from Peak Refuel. These are really good. I just had one in Colorado. So I'm going to do a couple of those. A few days, I'm just doing some honey buns and some almond butter. I know, not too healthy, but it's an easy, ends up being about 500 calories just between those two, and really easy to put back. So one of the days, I'm just gonna have to do a Cliff Bar, but I'm fine with that. I don't eat a ton of them anymore. Every day, I got myself a fruit snack. I am a sucker for fruit snacks, just ask my wife. For lunches, the first few days, I'm gonna be starting with some little pizza wraps. So I got some pizza sauce, some sharp cheddar cheese, some salami, and I got some tortillas. So I'm gonna be making myself a little pizza wrap the first few days. Only the first few days, because I don't want the cheese and salami and the pizza sauce to be unrefrigerated for too long. I guess I'm a little paranoid like that. For the other days, I got some green belly meals. These are pretty good. Lots of calories, lots of nutrition in them. For dinners, day one, just again because of the cheese being out, I'm gonna do the skirka rice and beans. This is delicious. It has become one of my go-to items, cheap and filling. Got a couple freeze-dried meals, got a Peak Refuel chicken Alfredo, Mountain House spicy Southwest skillet, that's bomb. Just got a rice side. One day I'm doing ramen. I'm gonna add some beef jerky to that to give it some more protein. And I'm gonna treat myself to a candy bar to end every night, alternating between Snickers and Paydays. Those are my go-tos. For snacking, I've got some apricots, cranberries, I love dried fruit, some Tex-Mex trail mix, some sour gummy bears, some beef jerky, and for good measure, thrown in a couple of Cliff Blocks, a couple other bars, and I got a noon tablet for each day. These are the caffeinated ones, just for a little afternoon pick-me-up and to replenish some of the electrolytes that I'm surely going to be losing on this trail. I'm bringing, never mind about that, I'm bringing about 1.5 fuel canisters to start with. Doing a short trip in Yosemite beforehand, so I'm only going to be doing a couple boils out of it though. So starting with almost 2 full canisters. I know it would be a little bit more weight efficient to go with the slightly bigger canister, but these just nest too well in my little pot. So starting with that, and then it takes up less space in there. All of this, or most of this I should say, is going to end up being repackaged, especially the freeze-dried foods and the dried fruit, because all of this has to fit in my bear canister. Right now, it barely does not, but after some repackaging, it surely will, and if I have some extra space, there's gonna be a big bag of Cheez-Its in there too, because I am a sucker for Cheez-Its. But I am waiting until the last minute to do that. Not really sure why. I'm probably safe to do it right now. I'm a few weeks out, but I guess I'm just a little paranoid like that. So right before I leave, I will be doing the repackaging and getting it all in the bear can. So after we get to Mount Williamson Motel, I'm gonna be picking up this resupply box, and this is gonna have 6 days of food in it. And for the most part, it's gonna be fairly similar. More granola for breakfast, same idea with the honey buns and almond butters, some more bars and almond butter. For lunches, I'm gonna hope to find some cheese in Independence. I don't think it should be too tough. I'm gonna be doing some buffalo chicken wraps. So I got some buffalo chicken from Starkist. Gonna have some tortillas and hopefully with some cheese. Just make a nice little wrap there. Some more green belly meals. And then another day is just gonna end up being a couple of bars for lunch. For dinner, again, very similar. Skirk rice and beans, hopefully with some fresh cheese there too. Some more freeze-dried meals. This one has become my personal favorite, the chicken pesto pasta. Got some couscous, another peak refuel. Got a rice side, some instant potatoes. I'll be supplementing out with some jerky. And again, I have a candy bar for after every meal. Get some more calories that are easy to put down. For snacks, again, similar. I got some cranberries, Sour Patch Kids instead of sour gummy worms, and a nice bag of pistachios. I'm gonna supplement a little bit more with some more meat sticks here. These are one of my personal favorites, the Duke smoked sausages. I'm gonna try to leave these individually wrapped, so I don't have to open the big bag of them. Just again, because I'm a little paranoid about that. So 4 of the small packs, just for some extra protein. Again, some extra bars, Cliff Block Shots, a couple extra coffees this time around too. My noon tablets, and then a daily fruit snack. Also in this resupply package, I'm gonna be putting, I know it's not food related, but extra sunscreen, another thing of toothpaste, some batteries for my headlamp. And I'm dropping this off in person, I'm not shipping it, so it's not gonna be going in the air, so I'm gonna put another fuel canister in there. So I'll be picking all of this up from the Mount Williamson Motel. I'm gonna pack some Ziplocs and probably just repackage it all right there and get it in the bear can. And that should be enough to get us to VVR. It's not that bad. So that is all the food that I'm planning ahead of time. We're gonna be stopping at Mount Williamson Motel, and we're gonna be getting dinner in Independence. I heard there's a really good taco truck right down the road from the hotel. The next morning, they're gonna provide us with breakfast. And then we just got about 6 days, maybe we might end up making it 5, we'll see how we're feeling, until we get to Vermillion Valley Resort, or VVR. And there, they got a full restaurant, they got a full shop. Apparently they're very hiker friendly there. We're excited about that. We might end up doing a 0 day there. We'll see how we're feeling, but gonna stuff our faces there for sure. From there, we just have a couple days stretch to get to Reds Meadow. So I'm just gonna resupply at VVR. I'm not gonna send a box, I'm not gonna pre-plan anything. I'm just gonna browse their shop and get what I want for a couple of days. Same thing at Reds Meadow. Reds Meadow, again, they got a restaurant, so we're probably gonna stuff our faces there depending what time of day, if that's lunch, dinner, maybe get breakfast if we camp there. And from there, we just have a couple days to Tuolumne Meadows. So at Reds Meadow, we're gonna stock up again for a couple days based off their shop. I know they might not have a good selection, might not have like my favorite things like these peak refuel meals or whatnot, but they'll at least have something that'll get me to Tuolumne. And then in Tuolumne, same idea, they have a shop there. And then we just got about 1 night after that to get down into Yosemite Valley and finish the trip. So an easy resupply in Tuolumne Meadows at their shop, where they also have a restaurant, or at least they got a grill. So we can get a burger and a beer there for lunch or dinner whenever we show up. And again, then just 1 day to finish the trip. And then we're in Yosemite Valley where they got tons of restaurants, and at that point we're done, so nothing too much to discuss there. So that's pretty much my food and resupply strategy. I've got 2 big sections that I'm planning for ahead of time, but then some short resupplies at VVR, Reds Meadow, Tuolumne, and that'll get us down to Yosemite Valley where our trip is over, and there's plenty of food and beer there waiting for us. So that's about it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing one more video before going off to the John Muir Trail, going over all the gear that I'm going to be using, because there are some small changes I've made from my recent gear video. But I think that is about it for now. So until next time, happy hiking, and I'll see you out on the trail. Cheers.